Hello, everyone, and welcome to a yet another episode of the Off Field Diaries at the Third Man Cricket Show. Today, on the episode, we have a personality whose story inspires us and gives us wings to fly high and chase our dreams. Having an experience of 38 years in the aviation industry, his career took a big leap when he decided to make his way into the sports industry. Let's hear this amazing story from the man himself and welcome our esteemed guest on the show, Mr. Pritam Narsinghani. Hello, sir. Welcome and glad to have you on our show today.
Hi, Amog. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. Uh,
Sir.
it's great to be on this show, and I've watched a few episodes from the past. It's really excited in the episode, and it's great to be with you.
Thank you so much, sir. It gives us a lot of confidence that you have watched our episode. So thank you very much for the kind words for TTMCS. So to start with, I would just like to know about your early days, like the days when you were a youngster in your childhood. Fond memories of cricket or even aviation back then. How were those days?
Yeah, so as a child, actually, I was very passionate about sports, any kind of sport, to be it football, be it hockey, be it cricket, be it marbles, be it anything. We would just pick up the sport and we would play whole day. So that is how we used to be on the ground all the time, spend less time at home. So the sport was the main thing in our lives. We didn't have those any gadgets around in our hands or anything. So everybody used to be on the field all the time. As soon as we leave the school, reach home, have our lunch, and be straight away pick up the bat or a hockey or a football and just be on the ground. So depending on what season it was, we would just pick up that sport and we would play.
Yes, that's a
But
very crucial point, sir, which you mentioned. Sorry to cut you, but I think that's a very crucial point because in today's world, technology has taken the front seat. So, there are gadgets in everyone's hand, the electronic gadgets, the phones, and everything. But back then, I think it was much better because kids used to spend their days out on the ground and not in the house. So, yeah, you can continue.
yeah, so that's the thing, it was such that parents would have to come out to search for us. Where are our kids? So that kind of, so even for lunch we would not be there. We would be sitting in neighbor's house having lunch there, but our parents won't know that I'm having lunch there. So it was that sort of thing. The kids from other house would spend time. If it was raining outside, we would sit inside, play carom board or cards or any board game. So that was the thing, spending time with friends, enjoying the moments, every moment, playing something, not sitting idle. That was the whole thing.
Yes, that's fantastic to know, sir, because most of the kids those days spend their entire day like this, especially in the vacation. So that's very intriguing to know. I would like to come to a very interesting point now that aviation and sports do not have anything majorly in common. But how did you muster the courage to juggle between both in your professional career?
So actually, see, 1975 or 74, when West Indies toured India, that was the turning point in my life. So sport became I took up cricket, because 74 it was Sunil Gavaskar visiting. I come from a place called Devlali, which is very close to Mumbai, and Nasik is just about 10 kilometers from there. So Sunil Gavaskar had come to Nasik to play a Ranji Trophy match. While this West Indies was also touring India, and V. Richards was the name in those days, So V. Richards had just visited India. So that listening to the commentaries, that attracted, the place where I was staying around the neighbors, everybody was hooked on to cricket, hockey. So radio was the thing that we would, the elders would put the radio on, listen to the commentary, and I would join them.
Wow.
So that attracted, and Brijesh Patel also was like he was just blooming in those days, and he had just scored some heavy runs in the domestic cricket. So that attracted me towards cricket. But those days, sports was not a livelihood for us.
Correct. Correct.
it would not pay any money to anyone. Only big stars or big cricketers, they would get some jobs in PSUs or private companies or something. So I had to decide in 12th standard whether I have to continue with the cricket or do I have to do something else. So then came, and as I said, Devla is a cantonment area. I used to see aircrafts flying around. It's an
Oh,
Air Force station. And I wanted to become a pilot, but I had glasses in 12th, so I could not pursue that career. So I said, I have to do something in aviation. So that was my another passion. So those days, like in newspaper, this aircraft maintenance engineering course I came across, and I said, okay, I have to do this. So I told my parents, though my father was against it, but my mother said, no, whatever you have to do, you take it up. So she gave me all the courage. She came to Chennai to drop me over there, and we took the admission, and I started my aircraft maintenance engineering. So that is how I came in being an aircraft maintenance engineer.
how did you take a decision to do something in the field of umpiring, which is sometimes pretty undervalued in the context of the game? Because we talk about players hitting centuries, 5 wicket hauls, fielders, and all that, but umpires की तरफ किसी का खास ध्यान नहीं जाता कि that decision that he made, out दिया, not out दिया. So how did you decide to do something in the field of umpiring? Where did that idea come from?
Okay, so my main was like it was family responsibilities and everything. So I didn't get any chance to pursue my career in cricket or anything. So, I used to play cricket even in Dubai. We used to have teams, our own airline team, and we used to play within the airlines and all. So till 2006, the company which I was working with, I played with them, and like we used to play a lot of cricket here also. But then, my in 2006, I started getting problems with my knees. So I thought, okay, now I cannot play. So it's better that I, do something in cricketing field.
Correct.
So, but then even when I joined another company in Emirates Airlines, so there also, though my knees were hurting, I used to play on and off. And
Oh,
that time the idea clicked to me that if I cannot play cricket, why can't I be in the cricket as could be a commentator, could be an umpire, could be statistician or anything, or a scorer. But I didn't know the direction where to go, and internet was not that common those days, and you could not get information as you can get it today.
wow, that's fantastic, sir. Thank you very much for this knowledge, and it has indeed been a fantastic story. जितना मैं आपको questions पूछते जा रहा हूँ, उतना I'm realizing, getting more excited about, knowing more and more about this. So, before we move on to the next question, there is a fun segment that we have with every guest that comes over. It's called Edged and Gone.
Uh-huh.
Basically, I'll be asking you five rapid fire questions, and you just need
Right,
to give whatever comes to your mind as the answer. So,
right.
are you ready for the rapid fire, sir?
Yeah, sure, I'll try to.
Exactly. Okay. So, the first question is one thing that you think is common between airplanes and sports.
It's discipline.
Oh, wow.
You have to be very disciplined in both the fields. I mean, if in aviation, if you're not disciplined, then as an aircraft maintenance engineer, then you won't be a successful engineer. Same with sport. I mean, any sport, not only cricket. If you're not disciplined, if you don't practice, if you don't work hard, then it will just be there. I mean, even as an umpire, you have to really practice hard. You have to refresh every day your
Correct.
laws, what's going on. Keep yourself, updated with what is like this World Cup. I'm learning so many things, which new things are happening. Like yesterday, Zimbabwe Bangladesh match, the keeper coming in front of the wicket and taking the ball, and it becoming a no ball. So these type of things. So one has to be really disciplined in aviation or in any sport. I mean, cricket would be definitely yes.
Yes. Okay. The next question being, if you have to choose one, which one would you choose? Is it Dickie Bird or is it Simon Toffel?
Ah, that's a real tough one. Both are my favorites, and uh, I would say Dickie Bird because he has been my idol since the time I have seen him. Simon Tomul came to me, yes, later. He is also one of the legends, and I respect him. He is also one of my favorites. But no, I would go with Dickie Bird.
Wow. So anything specific that you like about Dicky Bird? Why is he your idol? Like anything specific?
His calmness at the wicket and the killing smile he would give, after giving an out to somebody, and his style, the way he used to pose himself on the wicket, and the respect he had from everyone, any player you see, he would respect him. If he had to give a decision, everybody would just accept it and go along with the game. So yeah, these are some of the things, that yeah, he when you see Dicky Bird on the field, you feel so happy and so confident. Yes, the match would be definitely a wonderful match.
Wow. That is something really nice, to say about an umpire actually, because we used to say these things about a player, but hearing something like this for an umpire is actually pleasing. So the next question is, if you were to fly to one cricketing destination, which one would it be and why?
Well, it was always my dream to go to Australia to watch a match, and I am fulfilling my passion. I am going to Australia for the World Cup. I am watching both the semi-finals and the final, and both are my
Wow.
favorite grounds. I mean, all three grounds are my favorite: Adelaide Oval, Sydney Cricket Ground, and Melbourne. So my dream is being fulfilled.
Wow.
So watching Melbourne when India played Pakistan was giving goosebumps, and
Unbelievable.
yeah, that is my favorite ground actually.
Next question is, what is more difficult, hearing a nick of the batter's willow in a packed stadium, like we mentioned MCG. So for example, a batsman nicks the ball and it's a faint edge. As an umpire, is that more difficult to hear, or is it more difficult to land a plane in a turbulent weather?
Uh, I would say land a plane in a turbulent weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
sometimes, yeah.
because you are talking about life of so many passengers behind you and turbulent weather. We have come across this. One of our planes had crashed here in Dubai. So yeah, we know about what turbulent is.
The last rapid fire question is, one umpire you would always have as your partner going into any game. And now you cannot mention Dickie Bird and Simon Toffel. It has to be some other umpire. So who would that one umpire be? It can be, any generation, the previous generation, today's generation, and anything works.
Hmm. Uh, there was one umpire, Darrell Hare from
Okay.
Australia. Yeah, I admire him also. He was one of the top umpires I respected. So yeah, I would always, because he was jovial also. He would keep you calm. He would encourage you, and he would help you in decision making. So yeah, I would go with Daryl here.
Wow, that's very nice. Thank you for your answer, sir. We are down to our last two questions now. So, the first one being, very seldom do people know about umpiring courses. First of all, it's something that is very less spoken about. So, can you just walk us through your experiences at the umpiring course? Like how do they channelize the potential of those who come for the course, and how do you go on to become an umpire, basically?
Yeah, so as I said, like the ICC Academy, they run an online course. So
Okay.
if anybody wants to do it, he can go to that site, and all the details are there. So basically, it starts with basic accreditation of the course. Then you have level one. Then you have level two. So you have to enroll yourself as the basic. It's all online.
Okay.
So you enroll yourself, they will send you the link, and then you have to continue. You can take any number of days you want. It's not time limited. So you can do it at your leisure. You can do it anywhere. You can open up on your any device, and you can do it. And there are a lot of questions you have to answer. And the course is really, really designed very well for the modern day umpire. Uh, Same with level one also. And then uh, to enter certain modules, you have to pass the MCC laws of cricket through their site. So they will tell you how to go onto the MCC site, and then you have to score for basic. You need to score minimum 90%. Otherwise, you cannot progress on to the next modules.
Level. Okay.
And then when you come to level one, for level one, you have to score, if I am not wrong, it's about 96 or 98% you have to score
Wow.
to go on to level one and then take it from there. So these two levels, and then I'm waiting for level two, which will be basically physical, not online, but it will be a physical course wherein you have to go to the ICC academy, and they would, go through the laws, or how to stand as an umpire, or what you are supposed to do, what is required of you, how is the teamwork between the umpires. When you are a third umpire, what are you supposed to monitor? What are you supposed to look at? So all these things, I think they will teach it in level two. So yeah, these are the three levels of umpiring courses, which is being held by ICC Academy.
Wow, I surely believe this is very useful information, sir, because very seldom do we speak about it, as we mentioned, and very less people might know what the actual process is. So we will just put it out on our channel, and then we will be glad if people come to realize how do you become an umpire exactly going ahead. So we are down to our last question. We ask this to every guest that comes on our show. And I think it's a very important question that we need to ask to you, because you have switched fields so nicely, and now you're doing what you love. So 38 years of being in the aviation industry, and now doing something that's completely different but still following your passion. So what is that one or what are the tips that you can give to budding sports professionals, or anyone, any youngster, to just pursue their passion, or keep doing and becoming successful in life? So what would be those tips, or what would be the mantra, if I may ask you?
Yeah, I would say believe in yourself. Don't regret in whatever decisions you have taken, because the decisions what you take is based on the situations you are in during that time. So no decision is right or no decision is wrong. It is the environment, it is the surrounding you have taken the decision. So believe whatever you have taken the decision, it is right, and just continue with that decision. Don't regret on it. Have patience; things will fall in place with you. Patience is the way. One thing which people become impatient very fast if success doesn't come to you. So
Yeah.
you have to be patient. It will take its time. It will happen, but it will happen definitely. Take challenges and opportunities, because challenges comes to you because uh, something which is, God has said that okay, this is for you, and you have to accept it and then take it as an opportunity rather than crib about it, or take it in some other direction. So that is the main thing. Whatever challenges you have in life, in sport, in aviation, or whatever field, take it as an opportunity, because if you see challenge as an opportunity, then you can grow anywhere and in any field. एंड लास्टली व्हाट आई बिलीव इज जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, और जो नहीं होता है वो ज्यादा अच्छे के लिए होता है. So so if it happens to you, it is good, but if it doesn't happen, then it is more beneficial for you, because God doesn't want you to be in that field or in that place. So that is why it didn't happen to you. So take it from there, and be patient and wait for your turn to come.
Yes, that's it from Pritam sir. So thank you very much, Pritam sir, for coming to our show, and sharing your experience, your career experience. It was indeed a wonderful session. I enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed sharing your experience too. So thank you very much for coming
It
here.
was,
And exactly, yeah,
yeah,
yes,
Amog, it was a real pleasure being on your show, and yeah, uh, I also learned a lot that how we have to do podcast and all that. So yeah, it's great. It's really great to be with you guys. I'm really honored and real happy about it. Thank you.
yes. Thank you, sir. Likewise, we are also very honored to have a guest like you. So thank you very much for coming to the show, sir. And we will release this episode soon. And that's it. This is Amog and Pritam Narsinghani, sir, signing off from Off Field Diaries. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a good day. Thank you.